So I'm not going to waste your time in this video. I'm just going to go straight to the point and tell you exactly what happened in the last 2 weeks trading with Goat Funded Trader. I hope in some way I'm able to inspire you and just help you to see the real stuff when it comes to trading with prop firms. My last video was a video where I showed you guys that I made 6% in just 1 day. Now obviously making 6% in 1 day is a very big milestone for me, because that was the very first time I was able to do something like this. So 2 weeks ago I took just one trade. Now before I took this trade, this is what was happening in my head. I was up 3%. Remember, I'm just coming from a week where I made 6% in 1 day. So entering this trade, this is how the trade was looking like, and I was telling myself this trade is definitely going to be a win. And in my eyes I was seeing all of my confluences in this trade, and just like all the other trades I enter, I told myself this trade is most likely going to be a win. The probability of it being a win is higher, so I decided to enter the trade. One thing I always keep in mind when I'm entering any trade is my risk management. Alright, I told myself that despite the fact I know that this thing is going to be a win, I still need to keep my risk consistent. So in every trade I risk 1%. So I entered this trade risking 1%, and in my mind I was like, yeah, this thing is going to be a win. And I just closed the chart and I went out, and coming back I saw the trade like this. The trade was a loss, and right now I was now at 2% profit. From 3% I came back down to 2%. Okay, now in my mind I'm like, okay, I'm just going to enter another trade, and if I see another trade this week I'm going to enter. But throughout that week I didn't enter any other trade, because I just didn't see any other trade that fits my trading style or check all of the boxes in my trading plan, right? So I didn't enter any trade last 2 weeks beside this CHF trade. Now coming into last week, that's this week that just ended, I took 2 trades, and I should have taken 1 trade, just that something happened that made me enter the second trade, and I'm going to tell you in a minute. So this is what happened here. I saw this trade on Euro USD. That was the very first trade I entered, by the way. So I saw the trade. It was a sell trade on Euro USD. I decided to enter that sell trade. Now, of course, again, like I said, in my mind I'm like, this trade is also going to be a win, and as always I risk 1%. So when I entered this trade, I was just scrolling through the chart and I was like, okay, wait, if I'm taking a sell here on Euro USD, maybe I can take a better buy on USD CHF, because USD CHF was presenting a nice setup that gave a higher risk to reward ratio, or I thought it gave a higher risk to reward ratio. But something happened when I entered the USD CHF trade. Now I knew that there was news coming out. I knew that there was a very high impact news coming out last week, but I still decided to enter the trade nonetheless, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done that. So that's one thing. Like, I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm wondering, why did I enter this trade knowing fully well that there was a high impact news coming out? Could it be because I entered those 2 trades when I knew that there was a high impact news coming out last 3 weeks where I made 6%? It was mainly because of a high impact news. That's why I made that 6% that day. Of course I did not trade news. I never trade news. So basically that's what happened last week. I took those 2 trades, and immediately after the news they both hit my stop loss. Okay, they both hit my stop loss for losses of 1% each. Now what is happening right now is that my account balance is sitting currently at minus 0.5%. Minus 0.5%. So this is the second time this thing is happening now. I made 3% profit, went straight into drawdown, and then made another 3% profit. Now I'm back to drawdown. But the first time I went into minus 3% drawdown. Am I going to go to another minus 3% drawdown? That's something that's running through my mind. But this is July. And I'm telling you, July is going to be a very profitable month for me, because June was actually a profitable month for me as well. Now, in the month of June, I went through my analytics and saw that in the month of June, I actually made profits, which is nice. More than 1% is good profit. More than 1% is actually good profit if you think about it. If I were to be trading a 100k account, making 1% each month is actually good profit. So yeah, so June was a profitable month for me. Now let's see how July will turn out to be. So far so good. I've already taken 2 losses in the month of July, so I'm already down minus 2%. I would need to make 3%, at least 3% again, in order to make July a profitable month for me. So let's see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes. Many of you are going to start clicking off this video and you will not listen to hear that I have a Telegram channel that you can join completely free. I'm documenting my entire journey with Goat Funnel Trader, and all of the videos can be found in this playlist. So if that is something you are interested in, if you want to see any part of this journey as a whole, just check out this playlist.